Well, a very pleasant good evening and welcome to my friends and family, our viewers. A very pleasant good evening and welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show tonight. um, to be honest with you, I am broadcasting on the radio and on Facebook Live. I'm gonna tell you why. So I may not be watching. I don't know which of the camera I'll be mainly focusing into. Nevertheless, you will see me speaking. But what I found out some time ago is that Facebook has been blocking our radio show for some time now so that people can't get to see the show. Um, and I've been asking myself the question with all the preparation that I make to come on the show, does it really worth it to come when Facebook is blocking the show? Um, or do I continue? Nevertheless, I am doing a study tonight on the radio and on Facebook Live. So, welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show again on Facebook Live and on Island Zone Radio. My show airs on Monday night from between the hours of 8 to 10 p.m. But since I got two full-time job, I've been cutting back a little bit. And I'm not sure sometimes how long the show would go, but normally it would not go on for a long time until I really revamp my studio back again. Um, when I revamp the show, the studio, then you will get to see me more often, and I'll be longer when I have my music and so on. A very pleasant good evening to Miss Rosemary Isaac Gonzalez. Thank you for tuning in, and please share the show to your friends and to your family. And like I said, tonight's show is a study I'm doing. Nevertheless, we will be talking a little bit about road rage. Um, Another thing that I see that taking away so much attention from our shows is that a lot of live broadcasts going on TikTok and Facebook Live, and they are more entertainment on that side of the fence. To be very honest with you, that's where you could hear the cursing, the disrespect behavior, and etc. This is a decent show, and so hardly people will want to tune into this, right? Nevertheless, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into the show tonight. So, as we know, a couple of days ago, a young guy from Punjab, from India, he was murdered. He was shot a couple of times. He was delivering food, and because of road rage, he was murdered on the street. A young man who left his country to come to the United States for a better life in this country end up dying on the streets in New York. What a sad story. So tonight I really want to talk a little bit, probably about 15, 20 minutes about road rage, right? And driving can be very stressful. Traffic jams, impatient drivers, being cut off, honking, speeding, and running late can quickly turn frustrations into anger. But when anger takes control behind the wheels, a simple moment of frustration can be very dangerous situation. And sometimes it can cost someone their lives. Road rage is not just about yelling, honking, or making rude gesture. It can lead to aggressive driving, dangerous confrontations, crashes, injuries, and even violence, as we see the young man died recently. Tonight, let's have an honest conversation, discussion about why do people become aggressive behind the wheel? How can we control our emotions while driving? And what can we do to improve a moment of anger from becoming a lifetime of regret? Remember, you may be angry, but you could still have a choice. Slow down, breathe, and let it go. Getting home safely is more important than proving a point. And I want to tell you this about, let me see, about a couple of weeks ago. I was driving coming home at about 11:15 on the Grand Central, and I was not driving too fast for someone, and they got so upset. They probably had a bottle, a glass bottle in the car with water, and they pilt the bottle towards my car. Luckily that, in fact, it was plastic. I think my my window didn't break, but the bottle break. And so what happened is that the bottle break and the water spatter up on the car on the side. Nevertheless, what I did, I continued driving. I hold on to my steering wheel, and I saw when the driver passed me and speed away. Thank God I was able to hold my composure, because when you hear a sudden noise on your car, you know, it could be a problem. So road rage is all over the place. According to an Everytown analysis of gun violence archive data, about 483 people were shot in road rage incident in 2023. 118 people were killed. 365 people were wounded. Another approximately one person wounded or killed every 18 hours in road rage. A powerful line for your show to tell you that you may be angry for 30 seconds, but one reckless decision behind the wheel can change or end someone's life forever. And you have to be very careful, because if you are someone who's living a responsible life, you don't want you want to go home to your wife and your children, if you have wife and children, or to your family. You have to be very careful that you don't get tied up with all of these problems. And you may be angry for 30 seconds, like I said, but one reckless decision behind the wheel can change your whole family life. And how do we deal with this? How do we deal with road rage? Do not react immediately. If another driver cut you off, tailgate you, or drive aggressively, avoid honking, yelling, or making gestures. And it happens all the time, and all of us driver have experienced this. People honking you, you're going too slow. And I always say to these people in my mind, leave your house early so that you don't have to speed down and go and run down the road. Create distance, slow down safely, or change lane when possible. Let the aggressive driver get the right of the way to go. And I always do that. Excuse me. Let them go. You can wait. Don't make eye contact. An angry driver may interpret eye contact or gesture as a challenge, right? Take slow breaths. Try inhale every 4 seconds. Hold for 2, exhale for 6, and repeat several times, right? And remind yourself, I don't know what the driver is going through, and I don't need to teach them a lesson. And a lot of times I tell people, we have a lot of crazy people out there driving, and you don't know the other person what they're capable of doing. They could have a gun in the car and they could shoot you. So whatever it is, some people don't care. They would shoot you in a minute. Don't chase or follow another driver, even if you believe that they are wrong. Pursuing them can turn a major incident into something that could be dangerous. Absolutely. If you are extremely angry, pull over safely, park somewhere safe, and take a few minutes before you continue driving. If someone is threatening you, prioritize getting away safely. Don't stop or don't confront them. If necessary, drive towards a safe public location or contact emergency service. One of the things that you could do, you can go to the drive to a police station if you see someone is very serious. You can go to the police station, um, but don't stop to confront anybody. You don't know if they have a knife, if they have a gun, that they could shoot you. And ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about road rage tonight. If someone, like I said, and you could see, no, you could probably take a quick glance and you continue. The mistake that you will make, and the mistake that guy made the other night, was to stop and confront the driver. Like I said, there are so many undiagnosed mentally ill people out there. So try your best in road rage. Let the driver go. If they're mad, they're displaying all this rage, let them go. You don't want to confront anybody. And I want to tell you finally a powerful rule: you can be right and still be in danger. Getting home safe is more important than providing another driver was wrong. On that note, I hope that you this could help you um, making decision when you're driving, because when you're driving you will find people will hang their horn, will do whatever it is to get your attention. Don't get tied up in these nonsense. You want to go home safe for your family. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Tony Holloway, a good evening. You're watching the Ken Rampersaud Show on Island Zone Radio. Tonight, we're talking about road rage. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, try not to get to confront anybody on these streets, on these roads, especially these young boys. You don't know if they have a knife, they have a gun, that they could shoot you. If you see they're becoming very aggressive, the best thing that you could do, call 911 or whatever, you drive to a police station. Okay? Have a great night, everyone.